If you want to see me swatch the Norvina Volume 5 palette from ABH, then stick around. Hi there, it's Hélène and welcome back, or if it's your first time, welcome to HMM Makeup or Makeup. I am excited to be swatching this palette. I have done my first impressions with this palette. It's actually what I have on my eyes right now. But, and I did create it without swatching anything in the palette. And now I want to swatch the 25 shadows that are in this palette. Let me show you what it looks like. And well, first off, let's take a moment to look at this packaging. It is the nicest cover for an ABH Norvina collection palette that I've ever seen. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And the inside really matches what we see on the outside, which I very much appreciate. The only thing that was a surprise to me, which I am not mad at whatsoever, is the number of chocolatey burgundies. And the reason I'm not upset about it, I'm looking at it going, oh, sultry look. It's going to be so beautiful. So I'm very happy about it. And so yes, this look was made with this palette. I think you can try to figure out, or you can see right away, which colors I used to do that. And now we're going to swatch. And I'm going to go with 4 fingers at a time, straight from left to right, top to bottom. And let's see what we end up with. It's 25 shadows, so I'm going to be using both forearms, and I'm going to stop talking and dive right in. So let's go for the first 4. And it's going to be pretty straightforward because they are letters and numbers. So we have A1, top left-hand corner. I do have this one on the brow bone. And mattes often need a second go. And this one is A2, of course. Very much my skin color. A3. I have that on the center lid. And A4. Which is a very nice neutral matte. Okay, so I'm going to redo those colors, especially the mattes. Always need a second go, but look at the fingers. Beautiful colors so far. Very, just well, it's a well curated palette. I'm really happy with it. Let's just hope that the swatches tell the same story. Okay, so that white again. A2. A3 and A4. Okay, going to pull my sleeve up and we'll keep going. Okay, so I have swatched these 4. Now I'm going to go to this one and down to these 3 as well. So A5 is the last one on the top row. It's another beautiful matte. That quadrant, the top right quadrant, is all those shadows look like they would go really well together. Oh boy. B1 is messy. And then B2 and B3, the last 2 that I'm swatching, are also on my eyes. So these 2 I have used today. All right, so we have A5. Oh, I love this kind of color. It's so beautiful. It's almost like a cherry Coke kind of flavor as far as the color goes. And B1, which was very flaky when I picked it up, but it's gorgeous. It is beautiful. Holy cow. Inner to center lid is going to look so nice. And this is B2. And I have this in my crease. And the last one, B3, is the periwinkle color that I have on the inner lid. That is so pretty. Very pretty. Okay, and the fingers, I'm going to go in a second time. Look at this finger. And this color, this is such a sultry color. It's beautiful. Okay, let's go in again. Okay, back for the second swatch. Oh, beautiful colors, just beautiful. And I got a smudge on the camera. Sorry about that. Okay, so we've got the brown, this gorgeous color. Kind of pinky purple, and then that periwinkle color. I'm so glad I'm wearing black pants because the mats are going all over. Okay, I am not disappointed by any of these eyeshadows at this point. They all look so good. I cannot get over this color. It's so beautiful. It would be so flattering on so many people, and it sort of matches my lipstick a little bit. Okay, wiping off the mattes and that gorgeous B1 color. And we're going now to finish up the second row and going into the third row. So we've made it all the way to here. And now we're going to do these couple and these couple right here. So these two and these two. Oh, I am thinking B4 is going to be so nice. And yes, it's beautiful. B4, B5 are gorgeous, gorgeous colors. And now we're going to go into a bluish purple, nice, and a surprisingly neutral color. Okay, so the first two are from the second row, and the other two are from the third row. So this is the B4. Some nice shimmer to it. And then B5, which is so rich. Oh boy, that is beautiful. And C1, so third row. And then C2. That is beautiful. It's kind of a taupey silver. It's beautiful. That is lovely. Okay, that first forearm is, I cannot say that I'm disappointed by anything. And I still have to double swatch these four. Look at the colors. I just want to go and play and do another look. I'm very excited. Okay, here they are again. Second swatch on these, and this is going to build up nicely, I'm sure. Yes. Kind of a dusty rose. Beautiful. This one did not need it, but I'll build it up anyway. Same with this one, which is C1 and C2. Oh, so many looks to do with this one. So many looks. I don't think I'm going to run out of ideas. There are so many combos I'm seeing. And for a night out or for a day at the office, a fun look like today. Oh man, I'm really, really happy with the first forearm. There's nothing in here I don't like. Truly. Okay, let's get started on the second forearm and the second half of the palette. So we are going for, from the purple overs, we're going to do these three and these two. Very excited about that. There is a very nice matte purple that I'm looking forward to playing with. And that very shimmery, yellowy orange gold color. Oh, it's a duochrome, beautiful. A beautiful matte chocolate. And we have the first color on the D row, which is a beautiful copper. Look at these four. Right? This one looks out of place, but look at these three. Is that not gorgeous? Oh my goodness. Okay, so we've got, the first one is a matte, and that looks horrible on the first pass. Now we are going into this beautiful duochrome, which is C4. Now we've got C5. Oh gosh. Oh boy. Just those two would do such a nice look. That is a gorgeous matte. And then the pinky. Oh yeah, that did not disappoint. Look at the richness of that color. Beautiful. Okay, I'm going to go in for a second swatch. They are so, so beautiful. It's crazy. That one did end up building up all right. My wrist is a little bit tacky there, so maybe it's affecting how it's distributing the color. That second one is gorgeous again. Yeah, the second and third I would definitely do a look with. That is so, so nice. And that copper color, which is just, oh, that is lovely. I could see doing a look with these two and using this on the lower lash line. Just, oh. I am just, this color situation is messing me up. I'm distracted from my own swatching. This is serious. And look at the staining power of those. That is wild. Okay, well, this is as good as it gets, and let's get into the next set of colors. We finished on this one. So these are the four that I will be swatching next, and I believe this is a pressed glitter. We'll see if I'm right. Very chunky. Oh yeah, it is a pressed glitter. The next one is a beautiful sultry eggplant, and then a couple of purpley mattes. This is kind of a nice set of four. These two look very similar. I guess we'll see on the swatches. Okay, so now we have the glitter, which is D2. Yeah, very chunky. This is glitter usually is you press it into the skin as opposed to drag. I'll try to do that next time. And this one is so nice. Makes me think of something that might be in a Huda palette, really. And then the two matte purples here. I think they're going to distribute well. Okay, one is definitely deeper than the other, but they're pretty close as far as effect. Okay, so there are the four, and I will go in for a second go. You know, that's growing on me a little bit. It is growing on me. Okay, second pass on these four. So we've got, let me just pat this in as opposed to dragging. I think that's going to do a better job. There we go. And this one does not really need a second swatch, but we'll do it anyway. That is beautiful. That D3, and then D4, and D5. For a pinky, that really did a good swatch. Okay, I'm happy with that set of four. Fingers one more time. This is so beautiful. This could be a one and done shadow. Very, very nice. And this one, I am intrigued with the idea, or by the idea of using it on the inner two-thirds of the lid, even though I'm not a big fan of glitter. I just think that it's a very interesting glitter. It almost makes me think of something from JD Glow. Just the nature of it. All right, we have the last row to do. So I think I'm going to do 3 and 2, and the reason I'm going to do that is because I'm not going to do 5 fingers, so we might as well break it up in the middle. And E1 looks beautiful. Oh yeah, And then we've got a matte in E2, kind of a burgundy matte. And then E3 is a purple shimmer that looks like it packs a punch. Oh yeah. So these are the three. Just need a little bit more arm here. Okay, so 3 swatches this time. Yeah, that's pretty. Okay, so that's E1, E2, nice matte, and E3. That has some punch to it. And it's very smooth on application. Very smooth. That looks great. Look at this finger. It looks like melted metal. I did not talk. I went straight in because I want to do the second swatch. All right, so we are back at E1. And we've got E2. And E3, that was, this is really a waste because that does not need another swatch, but I'm just being consistent. Those 3 are quite nice. These 2 would be such a nice look. But overall, they're just beautiful. This makes me think of, it gives me Terminator vibes. I don't know why, but it's beautiful. It looks a bit different in the viewfinder. It looks more Terminator-like. And I think I'm thinking Terminator just because my significant other was watching Terminator 2 the other day. At least that's what he told me. I wasn't there with him. Yeah, it has a cyborg quality, I think. Down to the last 2, and then we can just stack everything and take a look. So we have 2 mattes that we are finishing up with, and this one is going to be so beautiful. I can just tell. So we've got E4. Oh, it's buttery. It's kind of a camel color, and then E5 that is, it looks like kind of a chocolatey brown, but it looks like it might have burgundy in it. Yeah, it does have burgundy in it. And they're very vibrant mattes, lots of saturation of color, so that's great. Okay, so there's E4, that kind of camel, almost orange soda color. And this is a deep one. Oh yeah. Needs a second swatch, but it's deep for sure. And I went right over the cream soda looking one. Okay, well, let's swatch a second time. Okay, last 2 swatches. There's a definite burgundy undertone to it. I think I just want to go back and even this one out a little bit. Okay, there we go. All right, I want to clean off my fingers, and I should just show you one more time here. The mattes really, they're beautiful. Okay, so now I want to take both my forearms, stack them one on top of each other, and just start to have a little conversation, one-sided conversation, but please leave me a comment with your thoughts. Let's take a look. So this was the first forearm. This is the second. So you can see the whole palette here. I am delighted at the number of burgundy-leaning colors that are in here. I think that they are going to support purple and pink really well, and that is tremendous, and have the effect of creating sultry looks all on their own as well. I am excited by some pretty interesting shimmer colors. I love this one. I am intrigued by this one. Really quite like it. And this white, this matte white, did a great job on the brow bone for my first impressions, in my opinion. That's just, the richness of this color is super. And let's take a look at the bottom. I do like this duochrome. It's a lighter duochrome that's pretty common, but it's still a very nice color. This matte is so saturated, it's beautiful. I could see this in the crease and then working with this on the outer lid, outer crease. Oh yeah. And I mean, the punchiness of this color, hello. Oh, and this deep, sultry, purpley pink with a black base, wow. Just wow. Yeah. And then I talked about the glitter before, and I will end up using it. As much as it irritates me, I think that it will do a really nice look. I just need to be careful and use lots of glitter glue to keep my eyes safe. So when I look at it, glitter commentary aside, there's not a single color in this 25 pan palette that I'm not okay with when it comes down to it. And I don't think that's ever happened to me with a Norvina palette. It got better. So the volume one, not volume one, yeah, volume one. Yeah, the purple one, the volume one, I was disappointed because of the kind of yellows and oranges. The volume 4 was better, definitely a better color story. And now with this one, there's just nothing that I'm unhappy about. This is the way I was going. And you know what? As much as I am excited about the pinks and purples, I am kind of more excited by the burgundies and kind of burgundy brown colors, and I think it's because they were a delightful surprise and they offer more variety for burgundies and brownie burgundies than anything that I have in my collection in one single palette. Let me just show you again. That whole section, forget the 4th row, that whole section here and this quad here is what has me so excited, plus this rogue one over here. But really this section of the palette it's so sultry, so exciting, that I am as excited to work with the burgundies, even maybe a bit more so because it's of the unexpectedness of them, as I am of playing with the purples and pinks. So this was a very good purchase in my opinion, and I got it at a great discount. I hope you can fetch it for yourself too at a great discount if you haven't picked it up already. I'm from a swatches and first impressions perspective, I am very impressed with this palette so far. Like I said, it's the best one in my opinion for my personal tastes out of all 5 volumes. And it makes me wonder as well what I can expect from ABH for future releases. If they continue to go in this direction of really having a great range in the palette without necessarily going crazy with color range, I think they're onto something. So with that, I will say thank you so much for watching the swatches. If you have requests for looks, please use the battleship quadrants to let me know which colors you would like me to use next. And of course, let me know what you think of the look. And yeah, I'll leave it at that and say see you in the next video. But for now, as always, take care.